Welcome, welcome, welcome. What it do, Raider Nation? They follow from Burner's family. Welcome in to another episode of They Follow from Burners. Um, we are blessed to have return guest, His Airness himself, Mr. AIR, uh, Ant Robinson, back to join us again, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause.
I appreciate the introduction, man. That was a good introduction. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to be back. We got some exciting stuff to talk about. Some real good stuff to talk about because something that we wanted to happen finally happened. So
Yeah,
I'm excited to be back, man. Thank you for having me here. And after every single episode, we get to say they follow from burners because they listening right now.
yeah, they
So
are. So we
so
gonna give them some good stuff to go on.
yes, sir. Looking forward to the draft and everything.
Hey, and all you other cats, don't try to steal my intro, man. That y'all got to pay for that. His
yes,
airness. That's
yes,
only on the follow from burner side of things.
sir.
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. We was here last weekend. Um, we said the number one guy was the Miami Dolphin defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, and I'll be goddamn no sooner than maybe what an hour in,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Hey man, I was cracking up when I heard your text, your
Yeah. Yeah.
vocal text.
Yeah. I sent him a voice note. I was like, Raccoon, we got him. We got him. I'm running, jumping around the house. I said, we fucking got him. Bro, I can't remember for the first time in my lifetime, because you've been a Raider fan much longer than I have. I'm still a youngster. Um, they have done exactly what I wanted them to do in free agency by going to get the big fish on defense. They got the head coach that we all wanted. The players vouch for him. The fans vouch for him. Draftees vouch for him.
True.
Players from other teams vouch for him. So it was just like, damn, it the cycle of a Raider fan, you get your hopes up, then you get your season blown away, then the off season comes and it's just like this. I'm like,
A vicious ass cycle, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, am I finally getting my hopes up for something good now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so that was a joyous day in Raider Nation. Like I said, I'll be elated if we just get him. Anything after that, which unfortunately we didn't get much after that, but we'll get to that in a moment. Um, I was still elated. You know what I'm saying? I just can't remember the last time we got a big name free agent like this.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. Like you said at the top of your statement, I've been, on the planet a few more times around the sun than you, and
Yes, sir.
um, you know, not a bigger signing, bro.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm I'm just trying to go back to all of the free agent signings. There was a time when free agency wasn't even as big as this.
Yeah.
Um, but thinking about it, bro, this is it. Where they say, okay, everybody in the league acknowledges, okay, there's a few top tier free agents at whatever position it is,
Yeah.
and then the Raiders, soon as the bell ring, basically comes in signing one of them,
Yeah.
bro.
Like you said, it was like within the first hour of free agency. I know 2 hours couldn't have not gone by because it was first thing in the morning when I sent you that voice note, like going crazy,
Yeah,
sending you all the tweets, like like you know what I'm
yeah. It was
saying?
10 o'clock our time. They about announced it, so they were probably getting it done. He was probably in the building about 8 a.m. Pacific,
Yeah. So
getting it done because he was
yeah.
there. He was there,
Okay.
so
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he was he pulled up to Vegas quick. I was
he
like,
did.
damn, their introduction stuff done quick, the pictures and everything done quick. So I was like, wow. Um,
Which also leads me to believe, he wanted to come play with Max, man. He knew,
yeah,
his
yeah,
agent told him what the deal was. And
oh, yeah,
basically, man, you can fly to Vegas and be here Monday morning, bro. And, they'll announce and you'll already be here and you can sign. And he like,
yeah,
shit, let's go. Say less. And
yeah,
and he
exactly.
was there. He was at the facility.
Yeah.
Um,
He's working out with the players already. Said that he's talked to Tyree, him, Mac, all the D linemen were in the facility was that I think that was Friday morning or Thursday morning, one of the two. And they
Yeah,
were all working out, getting ready. Michael Mayer was there. A few other players were there, but I know for a fact every single defensive lineman was there.
I'm certainly glad to hear that Michael Mayer was there because he had the toe, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
those toes can linger, man. And
yeah.
I've even Dion, one of the greatest players of all time, had to quit playing
Yeah.
because of his
His
toe.
toe still gives him trouble to this day.
I
He had to
think
get
he
it
had his toe amputated.
amputated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I hope that he's healthy, ready to go. Um he looks bigger. Like I did
yeah,
not realize he's about the same height, maybe even taller than Christian Wilkins, but he looked like decent size, you know what I'm saying? He looked
yeah.
bigger. Like he was getting in the weight room even when he was hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like at least doing upper body and stuff. So
Well,
uh
on the real, bro, he looked big at Notre Dame,
yeah,
but
yeah, he did. It was just without the pads, I didn't realize how big of a human being he really is.
yeah,
Uh because with the pads, everybody looks a little bit bigger than they usually are, but he's a solid human being for sure.
and you get that that grown man
Oh
boost
yeah,
and stop in size, your last little growth
yeah.
spree
He,
or whatever.
I'm
And
not gonna say he wasn't eating good at Notre Dame, but he really eating good now. Got you a personal chef with a diet catered strictly to you and what you need. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, so they all get to the league and usually get a little bit,
yeah, more
buffered,
muscle
especially young.
mass and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah. So I was a little bit disappointed with having to see Josh Jacobs go. Once a Raider, always a Raider. That was and also
yeah,
Hunter Renfro. Those two were tough to see go. I knew that it was likely with us signing Wilkins and then us needing to move more money around to sign other possible free agents in our draft class and everything. But I ain't gonna lie, that those two hurt because to me they really personified, what it meant to be a Raider, especially Josh playing hurt. Um, on his last year of his rookie deal. I think he got his 5th-year option declined, Ziegler and McDaniels, and said, go prove it. He won the Russian title and they didn't give him his money. So he felt like, unfortunately, the team wasn't really loyal to him, which I can't necessarily blame him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Hunter Renfro, unfortunately, when McDaniels came, he got knocked out in that Arizona game. And after that, he had fumble issues, kept getting hurt, unfortunately, and then lost his way in the rotation. But whoever picks Hunter Renfro up is getting a dog. He's going to compete. He's going to come in there and run routes better than even your star receiver, who's more athletic than he is. But he's going to run that route even more crisp. So I wish the best to them, but we got to move forward now. It's a new day in Raider Nation. Zamir White's got to step up. Trey Tucker's got to step up, and we'll see what they look like this upcoming season. I mean, I'm excited to see what Zamir White has to offer.
so when I agree with you, man, on everything you said. If you go back to one of my pods during the season, right at the end before the Indy game,
Mhm.
when we got that injury report that Friday and Josh wasn't playing, I
Yeah,
said, uh oh, man.
yeah,
I think I even said it on the show. I did.
yeah,
I did say that
yeah,
we probably seen him, or there's a good chance we seen him in a Raider uniform for the last time.
yeah. Unless he
Um,
comes back around later on or something like that, which I
yeah,
think could possibly happen. Maybe he does a 1 year and retires or
yeah,
something like
that something like
that.
that. Yeah, yeah.
But
Outside of that, I don't see a
I
return likely.
I agree with you there. I was like, it might be the last time I'm saying, but he ended up coming back and then was kind of rusty. Then also, the O line wasn't quite together and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, uh, it it just
So
everything didn't go well for both parties. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So he Zeus played well uh in the Chiefs game. He
Yeah.
played well in the Indy game as well.
Yeah.
Um,
What I think he had like about like 450 yards this year or something like that. Let me look up his stats.
so I knew that they were happy with him, and then with Josh not playing, I knew Josh wasn't going to play in the Denver game just to be coming back, and he was actually hurt, and
Yeah.
nothing was really on the line. Now, had Denver game been for the playoff spot, we might have seen him play that week, but
Hmm.
you know, he took off the last 3 weeks, man, and then you know how it is, bro. They when you're in there negotiating, they hold that against you.
Yeah.
And then you got Green Bay on the line saying, you know, hey, we got this 14 plus million for you, guaranteed that we'll give you
Yeah.
right now this year. So it ended up being an easy call for Josh. Um, and I feel him, and I feel the Raiders too, though.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, do you know how the running backs did, and we advocate for them all the time. And I'm
Yeah.
glad he was able to go get his 14 mil that he never was gonna get that here, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I
No.
mean, come on, man.
I was hoping that they could have brought him back for something like around 7, 8 mil a year.
He was never
When I
gonna
saw,
sign for that.
yeah, I know, but I figured I was like, that's the only way we'll have enough money to make a push at another bigger free agent, like we had talked about
Yeah,
the previous time I was on the show. But I was like, he's gonna want more money than that, and I'm thinking that a team is willing to offer him that. He was one of the younger running backs compared to the other premium running backs that were on the free agency list, like Barkley and Henry. So he's what,
not
26? How old
26,
is Josh?
26. He's gonna be 27.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. Barkley and Henry are both
and
above 30.
I could tell that yeah they 28 and 29 respectively. Those two
Oh,
guys.
okay, okay. So my bad.
Um, you know, I could tell that the type of guy Josh has demonstrated to be since he's been here the last 5 years or so. That he wasn't a take the lesser money to stay in town type guys. I knew
I mean,
that
he got
wasn't gonna
mouths
happen
to feed. I don't blame him, man. He's played hurt.
either.
There were times where he got 1,000 yards and he shouldn't have got 1,000 yards. Even that season where he led the league in rushing at the beginning of the year, we all remember how bad that line was.
Yep,
It was atrocious. It
yep,
was really bad. Like those first, I'd say about 4 weeks, and then they finally picked it up, and then really, I don't know what switch flipped or whatever, but then they really got
yeah.
going, and
It's
they
sometimes all money ain't good money, but I
yeah.
feel like that was good money for him to
Oh
go
yeah.
take that
Come on.
money, man, guaranteed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Packers aren't a bad organization. They made the playoffs last year. Got a good, promising young quarterback. So good defense.
Now you know they ain't gonna pay him that no more than twice. So he go over there 2 years, 30 mil. That's not a bad payday, man.
No,
You know, 28 point whatever it is mil, almost $30 million for 2 years. Um, that's if he goes over there and balls out. Next year though, for sure. I mean, this coming season, if he goes out there and balls out in Green Bay, they will definitely. I feel like bring him back for the next year. But
yeah.
the deal is practically though just the 1 year deal, guaranteed at 14.8 or whatever it is.
Okay.
Um, I really would have loved to have seen him go to Houston.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad he didn't go to Houston because they're still in the AFC. So
Yeah,
I'll take them going to the NFC any day. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? See,
I'm rooting for D'Amico to do well. I want him to have good players, and I like Josh as well.
yeah, but
With CJ over there, man, that would have been something else.
them boys in Houston is cooking something serious. I'm not even gonna lie. Like them boys said, rebuild. This is a reload. Like after they traded Deshaun, they got right to business with the draft and everything. And they
Once
in
they
free
got the
agent,
right coach in there, you
yeah,
know,
and once they got the right coach in there too, they killed it. They
yeah,
killed it, bro.
they
That that
did.
is that is how you rebuild a football team right there. They gave you the prototype, everything from top to bottom, right there.
Absolutely, man. No, no other way to put that. No other way to put that. And
So
they're going to be
I'm sorry.
dangerous going forward.
Yeah, I think the Packers will be dangerous too, but I'm just like I said, I'm glad he didn't quite go to Houston, and now we got another monster to deal with in the AFC. Right now we got to focus on the Chiefs first. That's already a big enough monster. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'd
So
rather do it.
real
Yeah.
quick though, bro. Since we
No,
talking
I
about
believe
it,
it.
um, we got the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Uh, how about those guys that they played in the AFC Championship? What you think about that move with the Ravens and getting Derrick Henry? What you think that's gonna move the needle?
Yes and no. The problem to me wasn't the running backs. It was never the running backs.
The
Uh,
play calls or
yeah,
not giving it to them
exactly. Like, and then
on the
also,
real.
like we discussed, unfortunately, in that game, I do feel like Lamar was trying to prove a point a little bit with his passing, not being too aggressive with his running. But it's like, bro, just make plays.
He tried to win the AFC Championship and play a certain way at the same
Yeah,
time instead of just
exactly.
winning.
Exactly, and then like we
Yeah.
said, the play calling was weird. The running backs only got 6 carries, and
Oh
they were
man,
averaging like what 5 yards a carry.
bro.
And
I don't even. I don't
I get that
understand
you
it.
were down, but you completely abandoned the run. Like didn't even look back at the run. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry is a bell cow. He is that guy. I mean, you hand it off to him 20, 25 times a game. First quarter, he might be averaging 2 yards a carry. Second quarter, 3.5. That third quarter, you start to feel it. It starts to get harder to tackle that thoroughbred. Now he's averaging 4 yards a carry. And in
Yeah,
that fourth quarter, he damn near averaging 6 yards a carry. And you
that's
like,
when he
shit.
gonna bust one and stiff
Exactly.
arm your guy into the middle of next week.
Into the ground and then go to the house 60 yards up the sideline. So
You
I'm
still
not,
think he got that in him?
I do still think that he's got that in him. He's not quite as fast, but it's just because he has that stiff arm ability and he's still 6'3" with long legs. So he has a long stride. And but RPOs with him and Lamar will be, I mean, read options with him and Lamar will be extremely fun to watch. I think that they still need to continue to look to get another receiver. I mean, you can't have enough guys who can get separation and get open. And Zay Flowers is good, but he can't do it all by himself. He's a smaller receiver. So I think they need to go get a big body receiver. I know they were looking at Mike Evans, but he ended up re-signing. But the problem
That would have been a good get for them.
exactly. But I don't think the problem was the running back. I think the problem, like we discussed, was the play calling and them trying to prove a point. Like we all get Lamar's talented. I'm not gonna sit up here and call him a running back. You can if they want to call
Hell
you
no.
if you want to call him a running back, call him a running back. But get the ice on your finger, my boy. Let them call you a running back with that ice on your finger.
Yeah.
If the lane is open, take it, Lamar. But if it's not, drop back and pass. We know
Fact
you
of
can
the
do both.
fact
Make
of the
up.
matter is, it was the turnovers,
Yeah.
and then
That's, yeah.
the way he played,
Yeah.
um, is what lost the game. It wasn't that they needed to go out and get a running back or that the D didn't play well or none of that.
Yeah.
It was the sack fumble.
Mhm.
It was
Play calling.
the when Zay was trying to reach it over and score and fumbled
Yeah,
that,
that too. Yeah.
and then Lamar just you trying to act like you was uh, a
Tom
different
Brady.
type of quarterback.
Like that's the most I've ever seen him sit in the pocket and just like sit like he looked like he couldn't go out there and run. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah, man. I saw.
I was like, bro, take off. You got 20 yards in front of you. And I
Like,
know,
who is that in number 8 in the number 8 jersey?
yeah, I was like, bro,
Shit.
I was like, the number 8, I know he can turn 20 yards into 40 like that. I'm like,
And then
what's the
later
point?
that day, we turn on the Niner game, and Purdy's running to win the game.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's like I was locked in a bizarro world or something,
exactly. So
where
like,
Lamar was Purdy
yeah,
and Purdy was.
yeah, like it's Justice League or something. You got the Bizarro Justice League, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
what's going on, bro? So, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully they go get him a big body receiver. I think that you have to go get a big body receiver. I'm not saying that Zay Jones is bad, but he is like what 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah,
Like,
small guy.
yeah, he's not a jump ball
You need the
receiver.
possession guy, the
Yeah,
guy that besides the tight end, that when you need one, coverage or not, you can place that ball on him and he can catch, and it's going to be DPI or it's going to be a defensive holding or it's a catch. One of the
Yeah,
two.
and
You need that guy.
another thing I think they need to do is run more 2 tight end sets with Likely and Mark Andrews next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like the Patriots used to do.
And
Likely is tall and fast, just like Aaron Hernandez was, and Mark Andrews is like kind of stocky, more powerful, more a little bit crisper route running like Gronk was. Not saying he is Gronk, but he's more that prototypical tight end like Gronk, you know. And I think that can be really effective. You got two of those guys getting covered by middle linebackers or a smaller safety. Come
yeah,
on now,
he is
come on.
not Gronk. And I do want to say that he kind of shitted down his leg in the championship game too.
Oh no, yeah. I was just talking about the more prototypical tight end build.
No, I absolutely agree with you on the running of more 22 personnel or the
Yeah,
just the two tight end personnel. But that brought to my mind that he played like dog shit as well. And
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
It like bro, I'm not excusing Lamar. It was a shit show from everybody except the defense,
the
really.
defense balled.
Yeah.
And Zay, I'm not mad at what
Oh yeah,
Zay did.
I
No,
wasn't mad at what they did, but unfortunately, yeah, you did fumble, and it was a pivotal time in the game.
oh, big time, big time.
Um, it just so happened that that's what happened.
All right, man. Enough about those guys.
Yeah,
We're coming for you guys. Pause.
yeah.
So you two, the teams we just said. Anyway, uh,
So,
so Wilkins, we didn't make any other moves. We had the wish list on the other show.
yeah,
We did. We said outside of Wilkins, it was Queen or White, and
yeah,
then Kendall Fuller. So just
yeah.
an update.
Unfortunately, we didn't
Uh,
get those
we didn't get
guys.
those guys. Queen goes to Steelers. White goes to Eagles, which is fucking crazy. And
I think
Fuller
what
went
did,
to Washington. No, he was coming from Washington. Went to man, escapes me right now. You might have to look
he went
that
to
one
the
up.
Dolphins. He went
Went to Miami. Miami trying to replace players as they are getting absolutely fleeced
yeah.
by the league, trying to save money because they got to pay Tua,
Mhm.
and then we know the whole Tua situation, but we're not here to
Yeah,
talk
and
about the
then
Miami Dolphins.
yeah, they also have to pay Jalen Waddle, if I'm not mistaken. And Tyreek has a big cap hit coming up soon. So
Yeah, and I saw they restructured Jalen too.
yeah, yeah. So um we'll
Anyway,
see.
so we
That,
didn't get the bonanza. What were you saying?
yeah, we did. I was just about to agree with you
Okay,
right there.
yeah,
We
we
didn't.
didn't land the big bonanza. We if we would have got all, we had 5 guys lined up, right? We had
Yeah,
on Winu, he
yeah.
got re-signed by his team, the
Yeah,
Patriots. Um, like we said, Queen Steelers, White went to Eagles, and
similar
we
to
just
Miami.
said the kid Kendall Fuller went to Miami. But
Yeah,
we
so
did get Christian Wilkins.
it was still a good day.
Yeah,
Still a great day, if you will. We said that was unlikely. We knew that they would have to open up the checkbooks a bit and move people around and stuff, but I was happy. I had no complaints whatsoever.
okay. So we're gonna put a bow on that. We happy that Christian Wilkins is in town,
Yeah,
is a Raider, is in Vegas. We can't wait to root you on, big fella.
yeah,
And it's just a matter of you guys running out there, man, because
yeah.
we know it's gonna be great. We know.
Yeah. And I appreciate him and Max, like saying like they have really taken that, oh, I'm gonna lead by example role. Like, no, brother, I'm on your ass. Hey, Max said in
Pause.
the interview, yeah, pause. Brother, hey, what you doing? Where you at? What you eating? Like you eating good, you making sure that you're getting your protein in.
Yeah, man.
Like are you watching tape? Are
That's
you
that
are you
life.
studying the playbook? Like, hey, nah, we taking this shit serious. If you really want to be great, it's what it take to be great. I'm
And I
gonna
hope
call
they
you
got
every day.
number 9 right there with him.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Either
that's who he calling. That's what he said. He's calling every.
Tyree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he's getting on his fucking nerves every single day.
And not that Tyree is a slacker or none. It's just I'm
No,
just saying
no,
like that.
no. Yeah, but it's
Teach him
just
the work ethic, the Raider way,
yeah,
man.
exactly. If y'all trying to build a new standard, because for the last 20 years, we have been laughed at. We have been the joke. Oh, the Raiders are the same old Raiders. They ain't never gonna get it together. If you want that to change, this is where it starts. In the off season with workouts with your homeboy without the coaches. Shit.
And you know
He's
what?
all pro.
You know what, bro? Tyree is the guy, right? The highest drafted of them all.
Yeah.
So he's the beast within that has to be, they have to unleash the beast inside of that number 7th overall draft pick. Because technically, shit, he may be talented, the most talented of all of them.
Yeah.
So, man, it's tremendous upside for the defensive line and for the defense, in general,
Yeah, absolutely.
Raiders. So, okay, we're gonna put a bow on that. Welcome, Christian. We can't wait to see y'all.
Yes,
So before the Wilkins announcement, it was they really jumped out there and like probably stole on a few Raider fans to the chin with this one. I took it more as a okay, sensible insurance signing. And that's when they let it be known that the Raiders signed Gardner Minshew to a 2-year deal
yeah.
immediately in free agency. So it went Minshew Wilkins, right? It didn't go Wilkins Minshew, right? It's a Minshew.
It went Wilkins Minshew.
Okay,
It went
Wilkins
Wilkins
Minshew.
Minshew.
My bad.
So it at first I was a little bit shocked and surprised because you know it was the whole we want Jaden, damn it. Everybody wants Jaden or big fish quarterback, whether you wanted Jaden, Justin Fields, whoever you wanted. Nobody expected Gardner Minshew to be signed. So I think that's what some of the Raider fans, along with me, at first were frustrated with, and then I slowed down and thought about it. I was like, okay, it's going to take quite a bit to jump to the top 3 right now. The Bears have now let us know with the Justin Fields news that they're going QB. We're going to get likely Caleb Williams, who's consensus. Most people say number 1 pick.
We don't give a
Washington.
damn about what he said about not wanting to play here.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2 is getting a quarterback. They traded away Sam Howell, who I honestly don't think was that bad. Yeah, did he have some things that he needed to work on? Yeah, but he had some talent. But that's my opinion.
I've advocated for Sam Howell, man, on other
Yeah.
programs.
Yes.
He's a decent quarterback. He needed some more help and some experience.
To see what he does in Seattle. I feel like that might be a good opportunity for him.
I do too.
And then with the Patriots trading Mac Jones away, which we all, even if they still had Mac Jones, we figured they draft somebody. So we knew that these 3 teams are definitely most likely going QB. Then you have the Vikings who traded with the Texans for an extra first-round pick. And some are saying they might trade up. The Giants are a possible team who, hey, they have Daniel Jones, but who knows? They could draft a quarterback. It's hard for us to trade to that top 3 range, get one of those top 3 guys. So I understand this pick up, especially because all this news came after, except for the Mac Jones stuff. And Justin Fields came after that. The Sam Howell trade came after the news about Minshew too. So I mean, Telesco knew a little bit more than we did. He knew these teams were definitely going QB, and he was like, "Damn it, I will not be stuck without a QB." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
man. Yep. It won't be musical chairs, and we got only Aiden. Hey, Aiden fuck around and works out, but he's not gonna. He's as an experienced GM, he knew not to.
Granted, some players were injured and may have did not. Some players were injured and went to the Super Bowl. But Minshew was a Pro Bowler last year, and he did not perform bad in Indianapolis. So, I mean, I'm confident that he could at least get us 9 wins. I mean, Indy had 9 wins last year. I'm confident that he can get us 9 wins with the roster. Yeah. So, I'm not saying that's enough to make the playoffs and everything, but I mean, you don't want to go way too far trading for a pick. Like if they, I'm sorry, I don't want to trade 5 first rounders or something crazy like that to get that top 3 pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So I got a partner, man, that's kind of an NFL insider. I don't bug him too much because I don't want to wear him out.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll say, man, what's up with this JJ and Jaden thing? Like, is it real? And as we suspected, it was just a kind of a PR campaign by some contingent of some folks in the league and maybe some friends of some people or whatever, maybe even the Raiders.
Some tall
Uh,
food.
trying to no, just trying to push
Oh, okay.
JJ right there.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Trying to
Yeah,
please some people. Okay.
yeah. But he said it was smoke and mirrors, and that he said now where the surprise could be is the order, but the three is the three. The three are coming off 1, 2, 3, perhaps in a different order than people think, is what he said. But those three, and then everybody else, just like
Are
just
the
like
three.
we've all been saying. Yeah. So yeah, the
Yeah, yeah, and
JJ
that's
is the fourth best still.
exactly, yeah, and that's what we figured. I mean, like you saw us trying to push our propaganda on all grind, saying JJ is definitely better than Daniels and everything.
Right. Right.
I was just like, I don't see any NFL scout or GM who could legit get away with this in the draft room, pushing this narrative. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we we know it. I mean, come on, but I do figure that
We
I
took a
figure
shot,
that
right? We took a
yeah,
shot at it.
exactly. We got to. I figured that Caleb is going to be the number 1 pick. I figured that's the consensus. But where it gets tricky is will
What's
Washington.
Washington want? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing exactly. So we'll see.
Who's and Kingsbury is the OC there. Who's the coach?
Dan Quinn, defensive minded coach.
Dan Quinn.
I think it's gonna go uh Williams, May, Daniels. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, which is kind of like what we all thought.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got Minshew. Okay, so yeah, man.
I just think that
Let's
this
chop it about him real quick. So, what's your
I
take on him?
I got to see him up close and personal. He was drafted by Jacksonville, so
That's
I
right.
was in the city when he was drafted. Uh, the kid is very confident in himself. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he's
Gunslinger is what I
yeah,
got him as.
exactly. He's gonna let it fly. He doesn't care. He's going to compete. He's going, like he said, he's gonna talk trash. He's going to go out there and give you the best effort that he has. Last year he was a captain in Indianapolis, which shows you that his teammates respect him.
And that was before AR got hurt.
Yeah, that was before AR got hurt.
That's
Yes.
big.
If I'm not mistaken. So I think both he and AR were captains, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. You'd have to ask a Colts fan about that. I could be wrong about that. But either way, even if it was after AR, it still shows the
Still,
respect
yeah,
that your
still
teammates
says a lot.
have to say,
Absolutely.
put that C on your chest and say, all right, brother, we're gonna listen to you. He doesn't care because he's like, shit, if I don't throw it, we're gonna lose. If I throw it and get picked off, we lose. So it doesn't fucking matter. But if I throw it, at least we got a chance to win. And that's what I respect about him.
So when we Raiders was about to line it up with them, I was gonna do a show about the game. I
Mhm.
watched the film on them, and the dude Shane Steichen and Jim Bob Cooter, with the offensive program there in Indy, had a lot of run pass option and a lot of run pass and run option with him. So he has the agility, he has
He'll move around
the
and
mindset
drop
and
the
all
hot
that. Can play
pocket
in the
and stuff
pistol,
and improvise. Yeah, he
keep the
does it.
ball and run the ball. So I'm kind of optimistic about him coming over, bro. And also, what I had scouted about him was the going to the right. he throws well on the run.
Mhm.
Um,
Very much well.
yeah, he's fairly accurate running to his right, throwing the ball on the run off
Mhm.
schedule. So uh, initially, look, check me out. Stay with me. This was what I thought.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hey, we are not gonna get Jaden,
Yeah.
which we know
Mhm.
AP and the whole history, and we that's probably what we wanted to do. Everybody fucking knew that's what we wanted to do. That's not going. They're not gonna let us
Absolutely.
get it. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, okay, give us Max Crosby, and you. So we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I felt like they conceded. Hey, we're gonna get McCarthy, and then I said, well, because of the reasons I just said about the RPO, the RPR, the off schedule throws, the guy having little bit of the agility, um, doesn't mean that we are just gonna give up on Jaden and focus on a JJ or a Penix or a Bo Nix, because my thought process on that was they're gonna go get a possible bridge starter
Yeah.
and possible backup too, right? This dude has to be two things. He has to be a potential starter and potential backup if the
Mhm.
guy they draft comes and kills it, right?
Mhm.
Luke Getsy just got to town. They're not bringing Luke Getsy to town to screw around, bro. He's the O core. So if he's got a certain style of O, they're gonna get a certain style of Q to run the shit, whether
Mhm.
it's the backup or the starter.
Yeah.
So Minshew being picked up as an unrestricted free agent signals the type of QB they're gonna draft, is what I said. And initially I'm like, oh shit, JJ, they both tall. Then I thought, no, hold on, no. This kid, like you said, kind of a cocky guy, throw the ball off run on the run, off schedule. Ain't afraid to zip it in there. It's gonna throw some picks. Was running run pass option type of offense. Like, hey, maybe Getsy and um, AP and the offensive brain trust right now. They feel like Minshew could run the same shit Jaden can run if we so happen to shock the world and get up there and get J5,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So, and Minshew can be your kind of standard, play action, pocket, deep outs, deep
Yeah.
crossers, deep fade guy too, if we
Absolutely.
end up drafting JJ or Michael Penix. So
Yeah.
Minshew to me is a very interesting signing because of that, because he kind of can do both of those
Yeah.
offensive styles.
Yeah.
But at first,
Um.
I initially was thinking McCarthy. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I I see some of the upside on McCarthy. I see some of the issues, but that's where we're at in draft time. It's just I think it's some of the PTSD is from being a Raider fan and getting the first round pick wrong quite a few times in recent decades. You know what I'm saying? So but like I said, I don't see we even talked about that on last show. I said, hey, maybe they don't go quarterback this draft. Maybe they say, "Fuck it, because we're number 13 and we don't see any way we can trade up, get a cornerback or another tackle, whatever the position is, you go with at number 1." And then you said, like I said, next year, I mean, Shador is out there doing it with no O-line in Colorado.
Yeah,
Imagine if he had an O-line.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. And there's other quarterbacks coming out next year as well. There's quarterbacks coming out every single year in the draft, and all of them have potential to be your franchise quarterback. But I think right now the route that they may go is maybe you know draft the corner at 13 or draft a tackle at 13, whatever it may be. And then I think in the second round we'll see possibly our QB. I really think that it'll be Michael Penix Jr. I honestly do. AP was in attendance for that game, he dapped up quite a few of the Washington players. It was him and Champ at the time together at the game. They dapped up quite a few of the players as they came to the sideline, and one of them was Michael Penix Jr. So I mean, it's not much, you know what I'm saying, but he did dap him up. That's all I got. I ain't got much, but you know what I'm saying. So I think that first round with them getting Minshew and everything, I think that they'll go either trenches on the O line or get their star cornerback who can make plays and lock down one side of the field, and then second round see what quarterbacks are available at 44.
So the best offensive lineman is probably going to be gone. Joe Alt, believe his name is, out of Notre Dame. As a insurance policy, if you will, for Kyler, who just, by virtue of being on the roster, just got guaranteed another like $60 million, I believe. So they're going with him. They're staying with him. They 100% at 4 are not going to make some crazy move and draft a quarterback.
No, I don't think they're drafting.
They're going to get that O lineman.
You don't think they'll draft Marvin Harrison?
Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah.
They could do that as well. Okay. Matter of fact, that's probably what they're going to do.
Okay. I think
so now
I think Joe Alt might go 5 at Chargers, possibly.
Well, looking at what Harbaugh has come in and done, though.
Yeah, but he came in and tore that. Well, they had to because they didn't have any money.
Right now, they don't have a frontline wide receiver.
Yeah, they don't. So,
do you think he gives a fuck about that or what? You still think he goes O-lineman and leave this first round full of wide receivers? We talked about the draft and the wide receivers before.
Yeah.
You think he leaves those guys there and goes trenches, and he just cut Mike Williams and traded Keenan Allen and for a bag of
Doritos?
Let's face it, bro. It was a lukewarm bag of onion rings from Sonic. That's what it was.
I mean, you ain't really lying. I mean,
that's what it was. I said, when I saw what they got, I'm like, what? Like, for this dude's contributions and what he brings to the table on a Sunday afternoon, you guys got a 6th rounder.
No, they got a 4th rounder. They got a 4th rounder.
That's the Fields.
Yeah, Fields is a 6th rounder. Yeah, for Keenan Allen, they got him for a 4th rounder.
All right, well, 4th rounder, at least a bag of onion rings is hot.
Okay. So it's a hot bag of onion rings.
Yeah. But you didn't get no burger with that shit.
No.
I think and no drink.
I think it was with him not wanting to restructure. You know what I'm saying? He does have a decent sized cap hit. And I know Keenan isn't spring chicken these days anymore. You know what I'm saying?
He does miss time.
Yeah.
Every season he misses time.
Yeah. But he is coming off his best season by far.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Yeah. Every year he's
to be honest. One of the best in the league. Stuck right now. I don't know if that's me or if it's you.
I think that played into it. I think that played into it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again. Repeat it because you were stuck.
Okay. My bad. He's gonna be 32 by the time the season starts, I believe. Yeah. So, and then with the cap hit that's on his contract, I think that played into the talks just a little bit. But I do think you could, at the very least, you could have got a 3rd rounder for him, 2nd rounder. I feel like, because if we got a 3rd rounder for Darren Waller, who was coming off an injured season, and Keenan Allen is coming off his best season, I just don't see how you only got a 4th rounder for him. So I understand they had to tear down some of that money because Herbert's contract is going to start kicking in and all that, and then they restructured Bosa and restructured Mack. And I do. Now that you mention it, I think they'll probably go wide receiver at 5. Maybe Malik Neighbors. Maybe they get the tight end, Brock Bowers out of Georgia.
That's what we was thinking at first. We said that
Yeah.
on the other show, but then that was before Keenan Allen got released. So I'm
I mean,
feeling
they don't have a tight end either. I mean, they don't have any weapons really. Eckler's gone.
you
Keenan
know he's
Allen's
going to
gone.
use tight
Eckler's gone.
ends. He's definitely going to use
Yeah.
tight ends. Pause.
So that's why I said, I mean, maybe Brock Bowers is at 5. Maybe. I don't know. Right now, I don't. The Chargers have a lot of work. Like we say on the other show, they need Jesus. They got a lot of work to do.
Shout out to Ryan Poles and the Bears. They got whatever youngster they're going to go with. They got him a number one.
Yeah.
And then they sort of already had a number one with DJ, but now they got that guy that we was talking about on third down, that throw it anyway
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
hey, it looked like I'm not open, bro, but I'm open.
Yeah. Certain like
Throw.
explaining.
Keenan is virtually unstoppable. I have him as the very best route runner in the National Football League.
Yeah. So like I was telling you last year, the year when we let Carr go, sometimes he would throw the ball away and Tay wouldn't even get an opportunity. I'm like, bro, Tay is open. It don't look like he's open, but he's open. Same thing.
No,
with
Tay is a
Julio.
throw it anyway guy.
Yeah, Julio Jones used to say they call me Waffle House. Why? Because I'm always open. Like, just throw it anyway. So yeah, you're right. Keenan Allen is that type of guy. Hey, 3rd and 5 at the sticks. Hey, he might be draped on my back, but I got you, bro. I'm gonna make that catch, and if I don't, I'm damn near gonna come real close.
Or he gonna DPI me or something trying to stop
me.
Yeah,
exactly. So, the Bears improved. They definitely improved. They could make playoffs next year. I mean, they won what 7-8 games last year. So
I believe they won 6 or 7, and then they have 1 and 9 coming up. So they turn around right there at number 9, and they get another frontline starter type player. So
absolutely.
Now I used to think that was going to be one of these receivers in the draft, but being that DJ is relatively young, and then they just got the veteran.
And they have a tight end already in.
They do have a tight end in Cole Kmet.
The top 10 guy.
That pick's wide open at 9.
Yeah, some people are talking about them possibly trading back or possibly getting a lineman. You know what I'm saying? Maybe after all the stuff that's happened with
is Joe Alt still there?
Exactly. So
at
Joe
9
Alt will be there, and now you have your franchise tackle right there at number 9. Because I mean, the Giants need a quarterback, need a receiver. Like we said, the Cardinals need a receiver, and Marvin Harrison Jr. will still be there.
The Broncos need a quarterback, and Atlanta, right?
Atlanta got Kurt.
Oh yeah, they got Cousins. So we're not convinced, right, that New York Giants are taking a QB.
No, not 100% convinced. No, they could take a QB, they could take a receiver, they could take a lineman, they could.
So we got Minnesota though.
Yeah, Minnesota could jump up because right now they have 11 and 23. They're the team that everybody's like they could jump up.
Especially the Raiders. They're in the Raiders' way of having the next choice of guy.
Yeah.
Right
now, the Vikings have the best
next
chance.
choice of the 4th guy, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking.
They have a chance to trade up. I mean, they could trade 2 first-round picks this year, their first rounder next year with the second, and then the first rounder after that. And that's 4 first-rounders in the second. I mean,
that's
can a GM really look at it and say, damn, I can turn all that down for 1 first-round pick?
Right. And can a GM offer that? You like, bro.
That too.
I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired. For sure. Like this dude could be good and we not win a championship and I still get fired for giving up all that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think like you stick around for Shedeur or somebody rather than do all that, man.
Absolutely.
But they have nobody.
Yeah,
right? The cupboard is bare as fuck.
The only thing, I mean, they signed Sam Darnold, but I mean,
Oh, as a Trojan fan, I can't say nothing bad. My mama
yeah, I
taught me
know you're
better
not
than
gonna
that.
say nothing bad, but you
Yeah,
ain't got necessarily anything good to say
that's why I
about
ain't
his
saying
pro
nothing.
days.
I ain't saying nothing.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm not gonna get disrespectful or anything, but he's not necessarily a starting
I
quarterback.
always felt like Sam was overdrafted.
Yes, yeah, I do too. Like you've said that numerous times. After that,
Yeah,
what was it? That Penn State game, I think you said, or what
yeah,
was it?
yeah.
That he
It
performed
was
well?
the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
Great game. 2017. After the 2016 season, 2017. Then he came back. We played Alabama week 1. Got destroyed. He looked terrible. Never
I
recovered.
remember. I did
And then
remember
got drafted number 2 overall. Shit was crazy.
that. I
Anyway,
remember.
all right. So we hoping. You said Penix. I got the clip on. If you seen on the YouTube page of you
I
saying
did.
Penix is your guy.
I I just
So I
think
know
that
that's your guy.
yeah, I just think that with everything that's happened now, with all the teams that need QBs at the top three, I just it's going to take a really big haul to convince one of those teams to trade out of the top three pick. And I just think that we have too many holes on this team to pause to say, fuck it, trade the whole farm for this one ox that we think is an award winner. And not saying that I don't think J5 has the potential to be great. I've said that he has the biggest potential to get better out of all the prospects at quarterback. But
So what if
is it,
Minnesota is thinking Penix and then Denver is thinking McCarthy?
well, I'll wait till next year. I'll wait till next. Let Minshew roll.
I know.
Build the defense in trenches. Let Minshew roll and go get your QB next year.
Don't draft any quarterback.
I
Not
mean,
even a project guy. No
maybe
project.
a project guy, maybe take a flyer on a guy in a later round, you know what I'm saying, or something like that,
Yeah,
like after
yeah,
round, like maybe round 4, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You take a
Well,
flyer.
round 4, I got a guy, your guy
You
that
got
I checked him out, checked his film out. But
yeah, Spencer Rattler,
that
you know
kid
what
in
I'm saying?
Tennessee got a
Joe
big
Milton,
arm with some upside,
yeah,
real raw,
yeah,
pause. But
yeah.
maybe something like
That's an
that.
understood.
Some
Yeah,
it's gotta have.
exactly. Exactly. I wouldn't be mad. Spencer Rattler's another guy who's out there who could be round 4, around there. I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean,
I would even take Rattler at 3, the third round. I guess we're in the 70s at that point. Um, only thing is, I'm a little bit scared of leaving your guy there because I do think they may draft him, or they're going to draft Xavier Worthy as just a total Al Davis pick,
I can't.
right?
He got speed. I mean, speed kills.
The
Speed
combine
kills.
record holder uh, is a Raider. It's some shit that Al Davis would do.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh, Al Davis would have went and picked him at 13. He would. Davis would have. Man, he'd have been running up to the
he'd have been
podium.
like fastest dude at the combine. Like, oh
Yeah,
shit, yeah, that's my
yeah, we
guy.
can.
Bring it.
Yeah, we can figure the rest of that shit out.
Yeah, fuck all other shit we need. Yeah. But you know, I like your boy Terrian.
Oh,
Uh I still like Byron Murphy at
I like that.
13.
Hey, you can never have enough pass rushers. You can never have enough guys in the trenches. I think that was you who said one NFL legend, a coach said he values an interior rusher over an edge rusher because the quarterbacks hate the pressure coming
Yeah,
from
they
the
can't step
interior
up.
much. Exactly.
Yeah, they can't
So,
step up.
you can't step into your throw. You gotta, you might throw a dud. So
Yeah.
I mean, to have him and Christian, along with Christian Wilkins, to take you under his wing, and Tyree also there grinding and learning from Christian and Max. Hey, I wouldn't complain. I tweeted the other day. I said, bro, I really don't care what position we draft. I just want a guy. I just want somebody who is going to go out there and be a straight dog at whatever he does.
So I like Alt, Arnold, or Murphy at the 13. No disrespect to Ja'Cory Bennett because I like him. I've been
Yeah,
studying up on him too, and I like to give guys that get drafted at least 3 years, man, to try to prove themselves
absolutely.
in the league.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm good with Murphy. I'm good with Arnold. Um, and I'm good with Joe Alt there
Yeah.
at 13.
I would be very surprised if Alt slips to 13. I'd be
Well,
extremely
that's
surprised.
like a Christmas gift.
Yeah, that would be. I'd be like, hey, run to the podium right now.
I like Penix or McCarthy or Nick. So that next three, I would take at 44 if they're there.
Okay.
Uh, the pick I want to talk to you about is 77, 76.
77. I think we have 77.
But at uh, what is that? 109. I like Isaac. Isaac.
Oh, the kid from Louisville that
I
I
had
told
his
you.
name, bro. Yeah, Isaac
Isaac
Garindo.
Garindo. Yeah. Yeah, I like him at that fourth round pick. Him and Zamir White together, I think that,
He's got some
hey,
size. He's
and some,
fast.
woo, he can catch out the backfield too.
And
I
he's not one of the top backs, so he will be there.
yeah,
But I don't think he'll be there in past that.
no, I don't think so either. Another guy that's been linked in the fourth round was Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. I haven't got a chance to really look at his game. I do remember him briefly a bit from the game when they played the Gators this year, but I didn't watch him. I didn't watch Tennessee extensively this year at all. He'd be another good one. I think that, let's say, if let's just say by second round, let's say we go Arnold, Alt, or Murphy first round, and all the guys are going at QB second round. Who would be your second round pick then?
At 44.
Yeah, 44.
That's a great
All the
question.
top 6 QBs are gone.
That's a great question. You know what? I haven't, because of our situation,
Mhm.
I haven't gave much thought or research to a 44 that is not a QB.
That's fair.
So I'm really not even sure who's available right then after everything that's went on.
I
Um,
pondered it quite a bit.
but position wise, to answer just like that, uh, maybe maybe linebacker or offensive line,
Yeah, I like that.
guard, or guard specifically.
I like that. I like
Like
that.
the best guard or the best interior off ball linebacker at
Okay.
44.
Okay. I like that. I've thought about, because I say for me it depends on the first round pick. So if we go, like you said, if we go all in, like all is the Christmas gift that gets dropped off to us at
Yeah,
13.
yeah.
Um, I would then say with the second round pick, maybe go Brandon Fisk or Tavondre Sweat to
Okay.
double up the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And then if we go Terry and Arnold, I would say the same thing. Just go ahead, or with your idea. Then on the other side of the football, get your trench guy in the interior alignment. Who
What
is
was the
there?
other guy you said besides Fisk?
Tavondre Sweat. He played alongside Murphy at Texas.
All right, so if you go Terry and Arnold, you
Yeah,
perhaps can turn around and package Corey and Bennett and get back into the fourth round, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna need him, bro. You're not gonna need him. You got now. You have Hobbs, Arnold, and Jack. You don't need Jacorian Bennett. You can trade him now and let him go develop somewhere else because he's not even get a chance to develop, bro. With them DBs, shit. That's who's gonna play. Those three. Fucking Hobbs, Jack, and the kid. So
I mean,
hopefully you can package him and come back into the fourth round. But go ahead. Fisk,
okay.
Arnold, Sweat.
So like I said, if we get if we get Arnold, then either Fisk or Sweat or the best interior offensive lineman, like you said, on the a trade. Whether it's the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball, interior lineman at 2 if we go Arnold. And then if we go defensive lineman in the first round, let's say we get Murphy at 13, I would then look at going on the other side of the football with a guard, as you said again. I really just think that if we don't get a quarterback in the within the first 2 rounds, then just double up in the trenches or get another trench in that round, whether you go trench in the first round or not.
What if you get Murphy? Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, what if you get Murphy, bro? Check this shit out. I'm finna pull on you right now. At 13.
Okay. You get Murphy at 13.
Fuck around and package Tyree and jump back into the end of the first round and steal the quarterbacks.
That's what some people have said. They pondered trading back into the first. I don't know if
that way you assure yourself. Well, nah, not really, bro. Nah, you can't get high enough, huh? You still can't control your own destiny as far as that second tier of 3 guys of Nix, Penix, and McCarthy.
Yeah. It's just
but
so
you could ensure that you get Penix, I think. Unless they take McCarthy. You can ensure yourself the 5th guy.
Yeah, definitely. I think the top 4 guys will be gone by the time we pick at 13. That's what I think.
The top 4?
I think the top 4 will be gone.
So you got 4 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think that would be a first.
I honestly do. I think this is the year. Once those first 3 go so quick, I think that one team will get kind of scary and jumpy and go ahead and draft McCarthy. And then I don't think Penix and Nix will come off the board until late first round at earliest. But I don't really see them coming off until second round.
But yeah, I'm a fan of any of them scenarios, man. I like either we go Arnold or we go Murphy. Then we mess around and can package last year's 7th round pick and go back into the first round and grab another, maybe the quarterback that our second choice. We know J5 was our first choice.
I mean, there's talks of us possibly trading back to get more picks, like a extra 3rd rounder or extra 2nd rounder. Who knows what we'll do? It's exciting, but I think we're in a good spot. I do think.
Well, if you got your scouts, bro, if your scouts have done their job and they locked in on some guys that can actually start, yeah. I would be down with that because you didn't get the QB anyway. And we got Christian Wilkins. You feel me? So we better on defense anyway. So I would be down with that. That shit works for me.
Yeah, like I said, it absolutely works. Like this taking over the AFC. I don't feel like it's a 1-year project. Beating the Chiefs is not going to be a 1-year project. Like, and when I say beat the Chiefs, yes, we did beat them last year. I get that, you guys, but we're not consistently beating them. I don't want to beat them one time and then the next time we beat them is 5, 7, 6, 7 seasons later. No, that can't keep happening. Patrick Mahomes 30-5 against the AFC West. 30-5 against the AFC West.
Man.
So something that's going to take more than one off season unless we had hit that bonanza like we had talked about earlier. And unfortunately, we didn't. But we did. We got a big piece of that
Even
bonanza.
then, that's not necessarily that. Even if we had hit all of those guys, it's
Yeah,
not necessarily gonna happen just right now
yeah.
in
So
this next season. Might be the season after. Even if we
yeah,
had all
so
those guys,
yeah.
but we can still
So,
do it
we're in good shape. We're
with
in
the
good
guys
shape.
that we have and that we're gonna get.
Yeah, yeah, we are in good shape. Like, don't hit the panic button yet. I think that there's probably one more free agent. I want them to look at guard, Dalton Reisner, and I think it's Kev like Zeke. He played for the Ravens recently. He's a guard as well. And I want them to sign one of those guys so we can take
Who
care
is
of them.
that?
Dalton Reisner and
Oh,
who's that?
he plays guard,
Yeah,
right?
he played
Yeah,
guard, and
yeah, yeah.
there's another.
Veteran
Uh,
guys. He's in his 30s.
yeah, let me look at the Baltimore Ravens
And
roster.
also, the Raiders did re-sign Adam Butler too at D tackle as well
Yes, that was
on a
good. That
1 year
was
deal.
good.
Adam played well, so welcome back, Adam. So now we got 4 starters, bro. Tyree can be dangled out there, bro. Pause. It ain't like this regime drafted him, so they can look at him as a chess piece with how well Malcolm Kuntz end up playing, and then they got Wilkins. You feel me? So it's like almost kind of like the writings on the wall. Like this guy could be dealt if it's almost like that's why they talking him up so much to where you could try to get some value for him
Mm.
because they're sort of uh, double booked, if you would, on the D line, unless this guy grows to 300 pounds himself, which is he probably could do. He was 270, 275 when they drafted him,
Yeah, and
and
he's
then
6.
he's just a D tackle himself,
Yeah,
like a Calais Campbell type of
yeah,
3 technique.
yeah. So the other guard was Kevin Zeitler. He made Pro Bowl last year playing in Baltimore.
Silence.
So
All right.
Dalton Reisner, Kevin Zeitler, I feel like would be a good signing at guard.
You know what? I
If
feel like we've been patching that guard position since um Gruden,
Yeah, since Gabe Jackson played right guard?
since Gabe left, right? Since we
Yeah,
let Gabe go,
yeah, I think that was Gabe who played right guard, wasn't it?
what's the guard that Gruden brought in that got suspended? They brought him back for Hayes and the guy.
Oh, Richie Incognito. But
Yeah, Incognito.
he played left guard, didn't he?
I'm just saying we've been plugging in the guard position.
Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't uh uh Joshua and them addressed it by signing Parham,
Yeah. They got Parham.
but there have
He,
been
he
no
good.
just like, okay, we're gonna draft us a nice, solid guard. We've been patching that up with guys. They drafting tackles and the centers, but no
Just like
guards.
just like we talked about when they kept patching up the defensive tackle spot. I mean, yeah, at some point you can't keep patching up the guard spot either. So I feel like depending on what maybe they do what we said. They double up in the trenches. They go get a D tackle and then they go get a guard second
Hey,
round. So
hey, you
I
can
like
never have
I
too
wouldn't
many,
be
right?
mad at that. I would not be.
We,
I'd be pleased.
hey, really, you need like 8 of them.
Real shit. Real shit. So hey, we'll see what they do.
I'm talking about if you're talking about really trying to do something, you need 8 guys that can play up there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Without question. Without question.
All right, man. So look, I'm gonna attempt to wrap this up. Because we said we wasn't gonna go all long, and we got a whole draft show that we can come back and do a Raider draft
Okay.
show, and
Oh,
even though we already kind of did it, kind
yeah,
of went
we're
into
gonna
that
give
shit.
it to y'all again. We're gonna give it to you again,
We'll
more in
give you
depth.
official with more notes and all that. Yeah. So right now to recap though, we are happy with Wilkins. He was on our list on the other show. He was the guy that we mentioned first, and then we got him, and we are happy about
Absolutely.
it. They end up getting Minshew, which signaled that he was an insurance policy in case they're not able to get up to get J5, which is probably not going to happen because my insider NFL guy told me that the top 3 is going in the top 3.
Mhm.
Now, but that doesn't mean that we can't get up there if we trade the farm. So
Yeah.
we at this time we still don't know if that's going to happen or not. But that's where
Nope.
we at right now. We got Gardner Minshew as an insurance policy. See if we just in case we don't get one of these 6 QBs, I would say. And then that brought us to other draft picks and all that and scenarios. But that's really what we wanted to cover. The fact that in free agency we did end up getting Wilkins, like we said. It's almost like Telesco was listening, but nah, we know Tom. we know you obviously was on him on that guy already. Pause.
Yeah.
But we were right on it. We said it. Wilkins was the prize. We got him.
Yeah, we did.
We end up going with Minshew, so we'll see where that takes us. But as it stands right now, we got all our picks. Minshew and Aiden is gonna battle it out at the Q. And the next time you hear from me and Ant, we'll do scenarios for all the picks. Shit, all of them. Well, we might let that day 2 stuff play out, but we'll have that first, second, third round, fourth round. What we think the Raiders are gonna do and should do. Next time
Yeah.
y'all hear from us.
Yeah, we're sitting in a really good spot, everybody. I mean, free agency done went well. I mean, there's still guys out there that we can still pick up. Who knows? And we have 8 picks in the draft. So with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in the top 150. So, which is very
Love it.
excellent. We found a
Love it.
lot of talent in the top.
We got 2 fourth rounders, right? Didn't we get a 4th rounder from trading that the D tackle to the Chiefs?
No, we got a 6th rounder from the Chiefs, a 7th rounder from New England. We have 2 7th rounders this year.
All right. I was wishful thinking. 6th rounder for the D tackle.
I'll take it right now. So we'll see. Like I said, so far so good to Let's Go Champ AP. Want to see what y'all do in the draft, and go from there.
Hey man, that's a wrap, bro. We ain't gonna hold the people. Like I
Nope,
said,
we're
next
not.
time you hear from us, we give you a little bit more in depth on Raiders draft. NFL, we know about all that shit, but we don't give a fuck. We'll tell you about what's up with you go catch us on All Grind. We'll talk about all that other bullshit.
Yeah. If you want to hear us talk about other teams and shit, hop on All Grind. This the Raiders show, nigga. So
So with that said, bro, thanks for pulling up, bro.
I appreciate you having me, Ragu. I'll pull up anytime I can, man. I appreciate it. I love talking Raiders football. We know y'all following from the Birds. We know. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing, but we know.
Yes, sir, brother. And like we always say, man, just win, baby, and peace.
Peace. Holla at